In today's video, we are going to explore best Sri Aurobindo thought-provoking quotes about changing one's life. Let's get started. Man is a transitional being. He is not final. The step from man to Superman is the next approaching achievement in the Earth evolution. It is inevitable because it is, at once, the intention of the inner spirit and the logic of nature's process. Evolution of consciousness is the central motive of terrestrial existence. For we perceive that this miraculous development is not the result of our own efforts. An eternal perfection is molding us into its own image. Our actual enemy is not any force exterior to ourselves, but our own crying weaknesses, our cowardice, our selfishness, our hypocrisy, our purblind sentimentalism. Do not belong to the past dawns, but to the noons of future. The human mind moves always forward, alters its viewpoint, and enlarges its thought substance. And the effect of these changes is to render past systems of thinking obsolete or, when they are preserved, to extend, to modify, and subtly or visibly to alter their value. The mind of an ordinary man is truly near the heart. Detachment is the beginning of mastery. Each victory gained over oneself means new strength to gain more victories. Everyone has in him something divine, something his own, a chance of perfection and strength in however small a sphere which God offers him to take or refuse. The task is to find it, develop it, and use it. The chief aim of education should be to help the growing soul to draw out that in itself, which is best, and make it perfect for a noble use. Stand aside and watch the working of the divine power in yourself. A quiet mind doesn't mean that there will be no thoughts or mental movements at all, but that these will be on the surface, and you will feel your true being within separate from them, observing but not carried away. All thoughts, desires, conventions, attachments which come from outside must be ruthlessly pushed away. An aimless life is always a troubled life. Every individual should have an aim, but do not forget that the quality of your aim will depend on the quality of your life. Your aim should be high and wide, generous and disinterested. This will make your life precious to yourself and to others. Whatever your ideal, it cannot be perfectly realized unless you have realized perfection in yourself. Arise, transcend thyself. Thou art man, and the whole nature of man is to become more than himself. Be conscious first of the self within, then think and act. All living thought is a world in preparation. All real act is a thought manifested. The material world exists because an idea began to play in divine self-consciousness. But difficulties were made to be overcome, and if the supreme will is there, they will be overcome. Care not for time and success. Act out thy part, whether it be to fail or to prosper. In order to see, you have to stop being in the middle of the picture. Live according to nature runs the maxim of the West, but according to what nature? The nature of the body, or the nature which exceeds the body? This first we ought to determine. Live within, be not shaken by outward happenings. Love is the keynote, joy is the music, knowledge is the performer, the infinite all is the composer and audience. Perfect health, sincerity, honesty, straightforwardness, courage, disinterestedness, unselfishness, patience, endurance, perseverance, peace, calm, self-control are all things that are taught infinitely better by example than by beautiful speeches. Physical education for the body to be effective must be rigorous and detailed, far-sighted and methodological. This will be translated into habits. These habits should be controlled and disciplined while remaining flexible enough to adapt themselves to circumstances and to the needs of growth and development of the being. Safety lies in tending towards our highest and not in resting content with an inferior potentiality. To rest in or follow after an inferior potentiality may seem safe, rational, comfortable, easy, but it ends badly in some futility, or in a mere circling down the abyss or in a stagnant morass. Our right and natural road is towards the summits. The business of both parent and teacher is to enable and to help the child to educate himself, to develop his own intellectual, moral, aesthetic, and practical capacities, and to grow freely as an organic being, not to be kneaded and pressured into form like an inert plastic material. The deeper we look, the more we shall be convinced that the one thing wanting, which we must strive to acquire before all others, is strength, physical strength, mental strength, moral strength, but above all, spiritual strength, which is the one inexhaustible and imperishable source of all the others. If we have strength, everything else will be added to us easily and naturally. For the powers of our mind, life, and body are bound to their own limitations, and however high they may rise or however widely expand, they cannot rise beyond them. But still, mental man can open to what is beyond him and call down a supramental light, truth, and power, to work in him and do what the mind cannot do. If mind cannot, by effort, become what is beyond mind, supermind can descend and transform mind into its own substance. The great are strongest when they stand alone. A God-given might of being is their force. We have to create strength where it did not exist before. We have to change our natures and become new men with new hearts, to be born again. What is required is faith. Man has body, life, and mind, but that is not all that constitutes man. He has risen to the mind as a result of evolution. Now a higher consciousness will be evolved. This I call supermind. It is the instrument of the divine consciousness, the truth consciousness. What the soul sees and has experienced, that it knows. The rest is appearance, prejudice, and opinion. Please let us know your favorite quotes from these best Sri Aurobindo thought-provoking quotes in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.